Okay, the plan for this session is quick runs of both Duke's Archives and Izalith. But first I'm going to offload all of my humanity and souls. This is going to be to unlock the shortcut in Izalith later. And then I'm going to go back to Firelink. And buy all the spells from Logan, even though I don't need them. You have to do it eventually if you want him to get a stock of the higher end spells. And I need to use my souls anyway, so might as well do it now. That seems worth. I think I'll take my dex up to 40 and then let's head to the archives. I thought about going to take this Firekeeper out. This is directly to my friend Nathan, who's also doing a playthrough of this. His YouTube name is Swolderbeast, if you want to check him out. Once you turn, you can either kill the Firekeeper in here, or once you turn Anor Londo dark, she shows up right there on that platform above my head, right outside the church chamber, and she drops a Firekeeper soul if you kill her, which you can use back at Firelink. I think that's the only one. You were going through a list of all of them, and I think that's the only one you missed. But I'm sure you probably know about it and just forgot. But that is an extra Firekeeper soul you can pick up if you want to. The only thing it costs you is that you can't rest at this bonfire that I just warped to anymore. You can still travel to it, and it's not a very bad trade-off to get an extra Firekeeper soul, but I think I'll leave her be. It's actually a pretty fun fight, especially if you're not overpowered. She buffs with Dark Moon Blade, I believe, and does quite a bit of damage with a rapier of some sort. I would very much like to get this bonfire, and I think you have to kill this boar in order to. Yes. Let's see. Got one lightning. Yeah, we'll try that. Let's see if a strong two-handed attack still recoils. Yes. I wonder if there's gonna be anything with the dagger that doesn't make me bounce off of him. Light attack and heavy attack does. What about jumping? Okay, there's my attack. Oh. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Who wants some bacon? Okay. Now I'll be a little tricksy. To stay with the Lord of the Rings references. A little tricksy. Put on the One Ring. Oh, I need to take this guy out. I should have saved my I forgot all about this guy, so this is kind of impromptu. It's not looking good for me. Okay, that one guy's buffed, this dude, so I need to not let him hit me, and I did immediately after that. Okay, I'm gonna keep being safe. Okay, none of that was the plan, but it worked. You've got to go too. Oh man, he trolled me. This area was very difficult for me my first time through. Very difficult. These guys seemed like they did just an unreasonable amount of damage at the time. I think I definitely probably died, as far as in areas, I probably died more here than anywhere. Oh man, that was a good setup. Got a little too close to the edge. I'm only gonna give this about maybe 2 or 3 more tries. And that's all I needed. Now, if I would have been smart. Actually, you know what? I am gonna be smart. My buff is gonna be next to useless against Seath. I think. I'm gonna grab a couple of lightning resins, just in case. Oh, he only has 2.
Thank you. That was a.
I thought he sold infinite. So just in case my damage is absolutely abysmal versus Seath, I can buff up with lightning, because I know he's weak to lightning. I don't need hidden body anymore. I guess I'll keep that buff on just in case. And then I think Power Within might be a good option here. It's not a tough fight, but I feel like my damage is going to be very, very low. Especially, like I said, with the buff not being able to. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty confident that he's very resistant to magic damage. So. If you've never, I'm sure pretty much everybody has, but if you've never stopped to actually look at these trees, it's pretty funny. It's an impressive little trick that they look fine from far away. But up close it's kind of comical. It does seem I think I've probably read this somewhere or seen it in a video or something, but it does seem that some of these later areas, even though they are beautiful in ways and have all the magic of the earlier areas in some ways, it does seem that a time crunch or something kind of limited them. It would be really amazing to see all these areas kind of fleshed out more, like if they would have had just whatever time they needed to finish up everything in Izalith and in this area. If they could have, created exactly what they wanted them to be. Maybe they will someday. Maybe they'll do a remake of this game, and the original creators will get to actually finish out all these the last areas in the way that they kind of had envisioned them from the beginning. That would be really cool. So I want to equip that, and okay, I've got Power Within. There we go. Do I have any crabs inside with me? Yep. Okay, I think I'm set up, good to go. I think I will use my lightnings first, since I took the time to go back and get them, and then go ahead and use this. This. Not going to use Power Within yet. Gonna try to be real real loose with the heals and try to stay healed up, because yeah, one of these, getting caught up in one of those can end you pretty fast. Yeah, that damage is not great. Okay. Is there a new plan? Or I'm gonna get back here. Gonna go with Power Within. And this buff. May have to end up using some humanities to heal up. Alright, give me some breath. Buff up again, I'm just going in for the kill. It's not what I thought it was, but that works. Okay. That's about as smooth of a archives run as I could possibly ask for, so I'll take that all day. Now let's go back. Hopefully I'll have enough souls to get what I want from Logan. Oh, I definitely will. So maybe if you don't do that first area, I thought if you killed Seath that Logan always came here. Alright, we've got to do just a little bit of investigation now. Actually, I guess there's no way to... Sorry, I'm doing a little thinking here. I guess there's no way to get back into the room. There's no way to get into the prison. So, I didn't know this, but I thought mistakenly that that Logan was freed from prison after you killed Seath, no matter what. Actually, you know what? Before I get too carried away, let's do this and see what happens. When in doubt, quit game. Nothing. Okay. What about warping away and coming back? I'm sure that it would have to be the same thing, but before I go running around everywhere, I'm gonna try everything I can to see if he comes back up.
Hello. Heading out, are you? I too will leave soon. You have great potential.
Okay, so I'm not sure that if just going to the prison is the trigger to get him to move. Or if I didn't talk to him after I bought all his spells. I'm thinking just going to the prison. I'm thinking if you do the Duke skip, it probably soft locks you out of his quest line. So that's something I've learned. So no rip crystal magic weapon for me. I think we'll be okay though. I did plan to use it on the DLCs. So a little bummed, but it'll just make the fights even that much more interesting. What was next? Let's see. Izalith. I think endurance is going to be my best bet. I don't really want to go any higher in vitality. I think I have plenty. And I don't plan to use heavier armor, but just being able to dodge and get more swings in is going to be helpful. Everything now I'm pretty much gearing up for the DLC bosses. I mean, I may have trouble with a few bosses here in Izalith, but the DLC is really going to be the make it or break it moment. It's either, if there's anywhere where I get hung up for, many tries on any boss, it's definitely going to be there. And now that I've pulled out power within, it's going to be very hard for me to not use it. It's probably my favorite spell in the game. Just I love the trade-off of like knowing that you're slowly losing health, adding that one more thing that you have to look out for, like you're monitoring your stamina, and of course like watching the enemy, and then also monitoring how much life has been taken by power within, but at the same time getting a huge damage boost. So I like the extra damage, but also like the little bit of extra intensity that it puts in when you're using it. And just lighting yourself on fire is cool. Like lighting yourself on fire before you go into battle just feels extra badass. I'm not gonna cheese this guy. Speaking of which, I'm gonna join in this guy's suffering. I'm gonna light myself on fire and fight him like a man. Chances that I do this on the first time are next to 0. Actually, that damage is really, really good, so it's possible. If he does his triple slam though, probably won't be able to. No, we're golden. See, once you get power within, it's hard to get back. I'm telling you. Pretty much gonna speed through this area as well, but there are a couple things. There's a thing or two in each area that I usually do no matter what. So there's a couple little pit stops I'll have to make just for tradition's sake. Overall, I'm gonna try to just sprint through. I'm gonna unlock the shortcut, but I probably won't actually use it right now. I mainly got it just in the case that I wanted to farm Demon Titanite later. This is by far the best way, the only way. The Titanite demon in this area respawns. He's the only one that respawns. And I think he drops 2 Demon Titanite each time. However, the reason I wanted Demon Titanite was because I wanted to upgrade Priscilla's Dagger, and I actually checked that at the blacksmith, and it actually uses Dragon Stone. I think that's what it's called. Dragon Scales. It actually uses Dragon Scales, so I was wrong on that. So I don't even really need Demon Titanite. Alright, these guys scare me, especially with such a short-range weapon, so I think I will... no reason to go all out, but... I knew he'd catch me eventually. One more hit. I don't think I actually looked at this thing my first playthrough. Felt pretty blind the second time I came through and saw that there though. I was like, how did I not notice that? I assume I'm not the only one. I'm sure most people at least take a second to look at it and see what it is, but I feel like on your first playthrough, you're like it's so intense. It's easy to get like tunnel vision where you're just looking for danger. You know, so anything that, let's see. Yeah, I should do this first. So anything that, you know, doesn't appear to be moving or doesn't appear to be danger right offhand is easy to miss. You're basically, you know, you're in constant lookout for things coming your way. Might as well grab that while I'm here, in case I want to open up any of the secret doors in the DLC area. I typically pick up the pendant that's in one of the secret doors, and then I rarely use it. I may this time though, if the Manus fight ends up being as hard as I think it's going to be, or taking as long as I think it's going to take. Alright, I think all the demons can be bled, so once again, I'm going to try to go for a few swipes with the bandits. Oh wow, it's a very quick bleed. One, two, let's see. Yep. Uh-oh. I got stuck in a bad spot, and I'm stuck again. This might be the end of me. So that's one of those bosses that the Dagger is actually very nice against, because he is, if I'm not mistaken, he's susceptible both. Well, he's definitely susceptible to bleeding. I just saw that, and then I think he's weak to magic as well. So with the buffed with magic and bleeding Dagger, yeah, no chance. Okay, so I want to swap these, because I think I'm gonna try to. I've never done this, but I want to attempt to cut the arm off of the centipede, and then use the lava ring during the fight. I don't think I'll use power within. No. So we're looking for a slam. Cut the arm. Grab the ring switch. And then fight him out. Oh man. Maybe a little tougher than I thought. I thought he left it up there a little longer than that. He's just picking on me. I literally can't get hit in. I don't know what happened that time. Okay, here we go. Man, I'm just playing this all kinds of wrong. I think the range on the Dagger is what's really something that had like an overhead slash. You might smack it each time. Okay. Didn't anticipate that. That I would have the most trouble with Centipede Demon. Down to 3 Estus. This is not looking good for me. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I need another buff. And now we're going into the lava. So I've never actually done this. I don't know if it changes the fight at all. It's very chaotic. It's very nerve-wracking with the lava sounds. Kind of like that. That made it pretty intense. Just that absolutely awful constant sound of the lava. Don't recommend for high anxiety people, but I enjoyed it. I love it when a plan comes together, though. It's extremely tempting to warp back. No, I would have to warp all the way back to the Chaos Bonfire to use the shortcut, so I'll just continue on. Actually, one of the things that I was going to do is kind of a tradition. I don't know that I'll actually take the time, but these guys have friendly fire. I think they're called something kind of silly. It's like bounding dragons or something like that. I think that's it. Bounding dragons or bounding demons, maybe. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm pretty sure these are the back halves of the undead dragons, like the vomiting ones, like that's in the Drake's Valley and the Painted World. Those are just the top halves of undead dragons, and I think these are their bottom halves. Those are both just like clinging onto the side of cliffs. Why there's this many and why they're all down here, who knows? Who cut them all in half? It's too damn deep a lore for me to get into, I'll tell you that. But these guys can hurt each other, so you can go up top and shoot a few of them with arrows, get them to kind of group in together, and they do a giant leaping attack, and then they'll just take themselves out like that. I don't know why. I knew that the other side was the right one, but for some reason I just felt like if I wanted it to enough, that side would open up for me. I was wrong. Yeah, I don't think I'll mess with it, but I'll leave that for you guys. Have some fun with them sometimes. Apparently, I never played the older version before remastered, unfortunately. I was a late comer to the Soul series, but apparently these guys had much wider aggro ranges and attacked you much more aggressively in the older versions. Which sounds like more fun, but also I could see how it would have been extremely annoying given this area already. So probably a good thing that they made that change and made them more like a piece of scenery in the landscape rather than... Alright, so this is one thing I have to do for tradition's sake, though. Gotta get this guy to come down a little bit. I love these things. I have the lava ring on, so when I jump on him, it hurts him. Alright, I've got to get him to come down more. Gotta get inside one of these things, at least once. If he doesn't cooperate, it'll be okay. We'll, I'll move on, but... It would make me happy if he would. Oh, I thought that was it. I think if he's in the middle of an animation, it won't let me in. And then there's really no reason to do it, but actually, I did this accidentally. You can get up on that limb or whatever it is right there. If he spits you out, you can get up on here and then play out of bounds just a little bit. I couldn't find anywhere very cool to go. I'm gonna try it one more time and then I'll move on. I couldn't find anything too cool to do outside there, but don't think it's gonna happen for me. Let's try this way. I'm sorry. Once I get a plan in my head, I have to do my best to execute it. I just want I just want to be inside this guy. That's all I really want right now. I don't think it's in the cards for me though. Nope. Okay. We'll move on before he kills me. So I'm sure most people that's played the game, you've been inside. If you get inside the top there, he does like a toilet bowl kind of action, and you can press the bumpers to get out. Oh, and then hey, that's not true. My weapon's not broken. What is broken though? You know what? We're not gonna worry about it. We don't need our weapon anyway. Okay. Well. You've got to die now. If you don't hit the bumpers though, and I didn't learn this until the time that I was messing around with him and got out of bounds. If you don't hit the bumpers, he swallows you and spits you out of the same arms that he spits that goo that he just broke something of mine with. Oh yeah, rings don't have durability in this game. He broke my catalyst. Cool. I deserve that. I was picking on him, kept stepping on him and lighting him on fire. I haven't really decided what my plan is here, but I guess I'll just try to take the easy way out. I see no reason to try to be a hero. I've done it before the legitimate way without quick game. So I think for time's sake, I'll just, because it's fully possible that I'll fail multiple times, even quitting game. So I think for time's sake, I'll allow myself to be a dirty cheater. The times that I've made myself do this legitimately, not counting the first time. First time I was just as frustrated with this boss as anybody else is. The times after I've kind of, I guess, learned his patterns and whatnot, I actually had fun. It is kind of fun to do it the legitimate way. As long as you get in the right mindset. As long as you're okay with running back a few times. I think I'm just gonna go straight for it. Yeah, I definitely am now that I got that. I don't remember exactly where it is, but I'm just going for it. Heal up just in case the Chaos Firestorm comes. I got pretty lucky there. I'm not gonna complain.
You sorry?
On the next episode of Kairos Plays, we travel to Old Ulasil to take on the Sanctuary Guardian, Artorias, and Menace. It may take a long time. But it'll be fun. See you guys next time.